Aisle 3, same as last time. So what's the problem with this one then?
Customer says he hasn't received a second order and the first one was incomplete.
Ask Jane to look at it, will you? Yeah, I'll see if Mark remembers it. No, here comes trouble. Yes, laddie, what can I do you for?
It's about that Teesdale order.
The part shipment.
Well, that's just it. You can't part ship it.
Too late, boss. It's ready to go.
But it's no good to them without the other items.
Not my problem. I've got my targets to think of.
It's our problem, Bill. And they're my targets as well. They'll be really annoyed, and it's not the first time. Which is why I want to add a field to the picking order screen that says no part shipment. So this doesn't keep happening.
So there you have it, Al. The voice of experience. Shall I tell him, or will you, how we tried doing that 15 years ago? But it didn't work. Why? Because you lot in management couldn't get your act together.
That was before the orders were computerised. It's different now.
Before computers. I suppose you can't remember that far back, can you?
We could hold on to it, couldn't we? And I could get the other stuff by the end of the week.
No chance. It's ready to go.
OK.
Well, see what you can do, yeah? Thanks, guys. I'm in a bit of a tricky situation, really. I've got my job to do and I need Bill's help and support to do it properly, but I don't particularly enjoy being called Sonny or young lad all the time.
I've got nothing against these young lads, but they have it easy. They get everything given to them without lifting a finger. They don't know what hard work is.
James is young, it's true, and he's made some mistakes. But now he's really making his mark. I think he'll go far. But Bill seems to have it in for him. It makes me cringe sometimes the way he speaks to him.
Young James works hard, I'll give him that, but he thinks you can come straight from college with all this theory and change the way things are done.
What actually bothers me most is that he won't listen. I come up with an idea and he throws it out straight away, won't even consider it. And then he says something about my lack of experience. You know what, I may not have worked as many years as him, but I know a hell of a lot more about sales support and management. There are definitely ways I can get this place running more efficiently. New systems and procedures, but Bill's not having it.
I know my job, and I know what I'm doing. I don't need some kid coming into my warehouse telling me what to do.
This scenario shows very clearly how negative ageist attitudes can be in the workplace. In effect, the customers aren't getting the best deal here because of entrenched ageism that's been experienced by James. He's unable to get Bill to think about doing something a bit differently because Bill simply can't see past his age. The fact that Bill's also subordinate to him means that it's a big problem for James. He's failing to manage Bill. He's failing to persuade him that he has the ability to take him through and develop him onto the next level. So we see a really big problem. I think it would surprise a lot of people, though, that this is ageism, because when people talk about ageism, they think it's against older workers. And this shows that it's just as negative and just has just as bad effect against younger people when it's experienced like this.
Clearly there's a disciplinary issue here because Bill is being insubordinate to his manager, and probably the disciplinary issues are more serious because there's a degree of ageism in them, just as there would be if there was sexism or racism in the insubordination. I think the company needs to deal with it seriously and ensure that ageist behaviour like this is not countenanced within its workplace.
Mind if I join you?
Sure.
Thanks a lot for taking that trainee around the warehouse. Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
So you found it really interesting talking to you? Learned a lot?
It's good.
Yeah. Bill, you must have seen a lot of different order systems time you've been working here.
You can say that again.
So I wanted to ask you, based on your experience, how would you deal with the situation we have with the Teesdale order and the other ones like it?
We deal with it the best way we can, by shipping out whatever we've got as soon as it comes in.
So just to make sure I'm getting this right, you believe that's best because it means we won't have stock sitting around clogging up space in the warehouse?
And stopping us from getting out other orders, yeah.
OK, so it's about storage space then?
Yep.
And what if you had some extra space to store the incomplete orders?
I've already tried that one, laddie. Over a year ago. They said I had to make do with what I've got.
How much space would you need?
10,000 square foot at least.
Well, what if I were to put in a request at the next management meeting? I'm pretty sure I could get them to sign off on it.
Really?
I'll give it my best shot.
Well, all right then.
And Bill, if I promise to sort out the computer side, no more glitches, will you promise to stop calling me laddie?
Done.
Thanks, Bill.